Her business started in a guest bedroom during the pandemic, and in just a few short years, now she has become one of the favorite go-to boutiques on James Island. Today, we introduce you to Erin Yates of Lounge With Us.
This is Charleston Women Podcast, where you can meet like-minded, strong, independent, professional, and inspiring local women. This is Charleston Women Podcast.
Now we welcome to the Charleston Women Podcast the owner and founder of Lounge With Us, Erin Yates. Erin, it is so good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too, Erin.
Yes, so we're going to dive into your story, which I love because I have had the fortune of knowing you for many years and seeing your career changes and your progress. But let's just throw it out there right now for someone who doesn't know, where do they find your store?
So we are now located in a brick and mortar. We have a boutique on James Island. We're in Merchant Village Shopping Center on the corner of Harborview and Folly Roads. We're in a public shopping center.
Okay. And Lounge With Us, you start, well, we're going to dive into your story, but let's just start with what you have loungewear, but now you have a lot more. You have all kinds of things in the shop.
We have grown. So this small boutique has grown into a sort of one-stop shop. It's not just lounge and sleepwear. So I want to make sure that people know that, because I do have guests who come in every day and they're looking around and they're like, oh, I didn't know you had more than this. I thought it was just pajamas. Started out that way online in 2020. Mm-hmm. But now we have everyday women's apparel. We have a little bit of dressier things, especially around the holidays, cocktailish type things. Yes, we do have lounge and sleepwear. We also have great denim, great sweaters, great t-shirts. We offer a nice assortment of locally made gifts, jewelry, accessories kind of thing. But something that's very important to me that was a goal, a dream of mine, was to be able to offer bra fitting to the James Island community and to the outstanding communities as well. So bra fitting's a big thing for us.
So let's go back, because that's when I met you, when you were working in the lingerie industry. And I will say, I need to do it again, but bra fittings change your life. I think as women, sometimes it's something we don't do anymore.
It's something we don't prioritize for ourselves, but yet we wear them every day, and it affects the way that we look, the way that we feel. Mm-hmm. So it is important.
Yeah. Would you say most women are in the wrong bra size?
85% of women are in the wrong bra size.
Do we skew too small, too big, or is it all over the place?
I think the biggest misconception about women and bras is women feel as though they're bigger, and so they wear bigger back bands that they need to, and they feel like they're not as busty, and so they wear smaller cups. So 90% of the time, what we do here as a fitter, most of the time, you can just tighten that band in a little bit and bring that cup up a little bit, and it's a better fit.
I mean, in and up, Erin. That's what we all want.
We want the support. We are here to support you.
You are. So let's go back. So you started in lingerie. And then I remember when you were like, I'm going out on my own. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it was started online. And it was in your house, right? In
my house. Took a huge risk. I was in a career of 11 years as a lingerie buyer. Loved it. Mm-hmm. But it was time, it was time to take the jump and do my own thing. So in 2020, I took about a 400 square foot guest bedroom upstairs and turned it into my showroom. Mm-hmm. So back then, COVID was happening. Things were just very confusing.
So you did this during COVID, correct?
Yes.
Which people would say you're crazy, launching a new business.
Oh, absolutely.
But maybe not, because it was loungewear in the beginning. That was brilliance, right?
So I knew I wanted to provide a product and a service also that involved comfort. What do women need right now during these COVID times? We want to find comfort on our bodies, and yet we need to emotionally and mentally find some stability in our daily lives that will help us get through this thing. So I transformed the bedroom upstairs into my showroom. It was at the current time, Steinmarts were closing in town. I don't know if you remember when all the Steinmarts closed, but all of their furniture and fixtures went on sale. And so I was like, ooh. So I shopped and bought my tea stands, my clothing racks, my little shoe racks, and put up some curtains, shower curtains in my dormers of my house. And made dressing rooms, put mirrors up there, and created my own little shop in my house, turned it into a home-based business. And I worked that for about a year and a half. Clients would find me through our Facebook group called The Lounge, and they would come over and just try on comfy sleepwear and loungewear. The whole point was to be able to allow the woman to feel appropriate when she went out and about or did a quick errand, but like was in comfy clothes, you know.
In 1996, it was Southern Women to Women magazine. Now it's Charleston Women magazine. Charleston Women is all about strong, capable, confident, hardworking, nurturing, determined, dedicated, and inspiring women. Our readers are business owners, entrepreneurs, mothers, sisters, wives, and grandmothers. Pick up your copy of Charleston Women magazine at Charleston area Harris Teeters and Food Lions. Charleston Women magazine. We are Charleston Women.
You're listening to the Charleston Women podcast.
So you started that in a room in your house. Yes. I remember I used to get the alerts like Erin's live because you went live on Facebook. And that was successful, right? To build a following in the beginning, especially when we were all home. So how did you make that shift though to go from, and you weren't selling bras then either, or were you?
No, I didn't want to do that. Bras to me, I didn't have the space, but B, there's a lot of inventory in bras. You need to have the space to do that. You need to have the capacity in capacity wise to do that. I knew if I were to open a brick and mortar that I wanted to pull some in because it's just very rewarding and very important to me to help women in that aspect of life. So no, the bras came later.
Okay. So you're in your home, you're in a room in your home, broadcasting on a Facebook group, things start to grow. When did you decide to make that decision to say, all right, it is time for me to open my own brick and mortar? And then how did you find your location?
So I would probably say the decision really hit home once I started having racks of clothes downstairs in my kitchen, boxes of things that I couldn't allow guests over because there were clothes coming out the wazoo in my house. So I said, something's got to change. And I said, I've grown. We have the business. We have wonderful clients, and so on James Island, I started looking around for just commercial spaces like to lease. And this spot was one available. It was a former Edward Jones space. So I saw it and I thought, I love the parking because if parking isn't easy, it gives me anxiety and I don't want to go there. So I knew I wanted to maybe be in a shopping center because foot traffic is built into, which helps. And this spot became available and it was pretty seamless. The whole process of signing the lease, going in and gutting it. We did an upfit and turned it into our own. We made our beautiful lounge area, which is our more intimate kind of closed off space in the back to where we can really talk to one another and figure out, what one another's needs are, so that's where the store came from.
Yeah. And I mean, I've just been watching. I live on James Island.
Yeah.
Watching you grow. Been watching, all my friends say to me, hey, did you hear about this new store? You were telling me before we started recording, what is her name out front? She's a mannequin, but she has a name that she changes dresses all the time. It's brilliant. It's brilliant marketing.
Yeah. It's Lounge and Louise. And so sometimes we'll throw up on the story Lounge and Louise and have a question mark and say, what's she wearing today? Like, try to guess what she's wearing today. And it's just a way for folks to see us as they're driving by in the shopping center. We have a little bit of a smaller front out there, but when people walk in, they're kind of like, whoa, I didn't know you were here, so trying to get the word out. Louise helps. She needs a raise. She wins Employee of the Month all the time.
Right. She's always waving as you drive by, flapping beautifully in the winds. Are you surprised so you have the bras in the back, where you can go for your fittings, the dresses, still the loungewear, jewelry, gift things. Are you surprised by what's been most popular? What are the ladies of James Island? What are we buying?
So I'll be honest, the bra word has been slow to get out, but then with marketing for Lounge with Us over the past few years, it's been all loungewear, sleepwear.
Right.
So I feel like the majority of customers are still coming in for a comfortable lounge set. They're surprised when they see some of the other everyday wear, basic apparel, but women have been asking for that. So we wanted to pull in. If you are a customer and you come into the store, we ask you, like, do we have what you're looking for? If not, please let us know, because we want to pull that in for you, and I think that the business has grown because we've been asking for feedback, and we've been asking and listening to the customer as to, like, well, what are you wanting? And so we try to get that.
Right. And can we talk about price point a little bit? Because
absolutely,
I feel like you have a spread, but it's affordable.
Sure.
I bought the cutest little, like, light purple set, I think, this spring, that I love. And I was like, that's for both pieces. I think you've done a really good job.
My goal has always been to carry something that is available for any woman, no matter what the pocketbook size. I think it's important to have an option for everyone, no matter what their budget is. And in terms of sizing too, I try to create a good range of sizing as well. So we will stock things at the extra small through XL with some 2X and 3X thrown in there. But just because I want to be able to, to have something for everyone.
Yeah. And I love that 3 generations could walk into Lounge with us and walk out with something from grandmother, mother, teenage daughter. Like, you're all going to find something that you like, which is
I agree. I'm going to be very honest with you, Erin. I've had a couple of times where some ladies will come in for the very first time and they just do a little first glance, and I've heard a couple of times, oh, it looks very young in here. It looks very young. I'll have to send my granddaughter in. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, yes, but we also have product for you. Let me show you what we do have. So it is for every woman. I do want people to know that. We try to cater to every age.
Right. How do well, I'm going to go back. We were talking about the different ages. Can we talk about your mom just for a minute?
Yeah.
I've never met her. I've only seen her on social media. You said she just moved to James Island. And I just think it's wonderful sometimes when you can put her in your videos and stuff. Like, is that fun for you to include her?
Oh, 100%. I love it when my mom wants to come in and shoot videos. She's one of those people she has a heart of gold. This woman she loves greeting people whenever someone comes in. She always asks, have you been in before? Is this your first time? And if it's the first time, you get a tour, you get to learn about everything about all of us. It's, my mom is one of those who, and she was a retired business owner herself, but she always said, Erin, your guests, your customers, treat them like family, because that's how we're going to grow and build relationships, know? So whenever my mom is in the store, I guarantee y'all, even watching this, if you've met her, you will feel like she's one of your family, because she wants to make you feel very comfortable here and just wants to be able to help you with your needs.
You need to start posting, like, mom's in today, so we can all
I do.
All the fangirls can come say hi and meet her.
You can talk to Kristen, you can talk to Robin, you can talk to Christy, all the girls that work here.
I love them all. Kristen told you help my teenager find a bra last time we were in there, so that was great.
They will all say, Erin, they're asking for your mom. Somebody came in and asked for your mom. I'm like, okay, I'll tell her to get in here.
Put her out front. That kind of brings me to another question, slightly off topic, but I think it's important that you are such a pillar in our community as a woman who supports other female entrepreneurs.
Yes.
I know in several women's groups, you've hosted events at your store. Is that something that you're going to continue to push to the forefront as you move forward?
100%. 100%. I think of myself, like, when I first started this, and I needed some help. I needed some help with visibility. This is the hardest part about women starting businesses, is being seen and, like, actually getting your brand out there. And so I would say a couple years ago, we came up with an idea for this Real Charleston Women series. And so what I wanted to do with that is spotlight each month a newer small women business owner in our community, like, put her in a newsletter, do a little Q&A with her, allow folks to learn who the woman is behind her brand. Because me as a consumer, I'm like shopping. I have my favorite stores around here. You know what I mean? But I'm more apt to shop and be a consistent buyer with someone when I know the woman or the owner behind the brand.
100%.
So we ask more intimate, engaging questions about her personal life a little bit. We want viewers to learn a little bit more about her. So that helps to provide visibility for her brand.
Yeah.
But yes, learn a little bit more about her, which is important.
Every time I think of you, I think of the dogs.
Yeah. We love our dogs. We're dog people around here.
I know. That's what I associate with you. What is next? What is next for Lounge with Us? You've done so much in, a short window already.
It's a great question. I'm really happy with this brick and mortar shop. We've been here now a little over a year, and I feel like we're just starting, even though the business has been intact for almost 5 years now. It's been wonderful, the connections we've made with the people that live nearby here, that come from Mount Pleasant to see us, that come from Somerville to see us, Very happy with the shop here. We're going to continue working on our social game, doing more giveaways. We're going to collab with other people. We do host pop-ups in the store a lot of times. We had a Mahjong class come, or a Mahjong teacher come. We had a class. It was a lot of fun. So, but lounging with us also entails lounging with the community. So lounging is not just lounging. It's actually being involved and helping one another to improve our comfort in our daily lives. So we're going to get out in the community, do more markets, do more pop-ups. We'll stay here, brick and mortar now,
I love it. What is really hot right now in loungewear? I mean, we see all like the matching sets still. Is there anything that we need to be privy to, like up and coming, or what do you see?
I'm just going to say matching sets. But one trend that I've kind of seen coming up for spring, summer 2025, a lot of crocheted pieces, crocheted sweaters, crocheted vests, crocheted pants. That's just a style that we have seen many brands doing, which is some of it's cool, some of it's weird. We hopefully picked out the cool pieces.
Well, I feel like crop tops and mom jeans were like 90s. So now we're just jumping to like 60s, 70s.
Yes. But you'll constantly have matching sets here. I'm a big advocate for a fun, comfortable matching set to travel in, to go out and run your errands and go to the grocery store in. And you can always jazz up your loungewear with some fun earrings.
Yeah, you have great accessories.
Yeah.
You've got cups, hats, like so much.
Lots of little, little small gifts too, if you just need to pop in for a friend.
Before we go, final question. I ask this to most of the female entrepreneurs I interview. Might come across as a little weird, but I believe that the way you start your day sets you up for success. So how does Erin begin her day? Do you work out? Do you chill with
coffee?
Quick answer.
My day begins with Dolly Parton, my Frenchie. Yep. She and I go out for a little walk, and then I feed her breakfast, and then the coffee pot goes. Mm-hmm. And once I have a little bit of coffee, I'll catch up on some news, then start getting ready for work. And then I come up to the shop.
Does Dolly Parton, do you have like Frenchie pajamas? You have like all the things, don't you?
We do. We have Frenchie earrings. We have some Frenchie fans, and pug fans too. But no, Dolly, a lot of people say, are you going to bring her to the store? And I'm like, I did it on my opening, but if that front door opens, she will bolt. She's a crazy girl. So you won't see her in store, but you'll see her on our social media.
She's just social. She just wants to go greet all the people.
Exactly.
Erin, this has been so fun. For the listeners, again, please say your address and then give us your social media and website.
Yes, we are located at 520 Folly Road in Merchants Village Shopping Center on James Island. We're suite number 130, so we're in between O'Brien's and Firestone. And what was the second question?
Your website and social media, so we can follow along.
Yes, find us at loungewithus.com. We also are on Instagram at Lounge With Us, Facebook under Lounge With Us, and we also have a mobile app that we go live on. You can, if you go to your app store, your Play Store, Android or Apple, just search Lounge With Us. It's a free app. You get points, you earn credits.
I didn't even know you had an app. That's great.
We do. Yeah.
Well, Erin,
Awesome.
this has been so much fun. Again, loungewithus.com and just search Lounge With Us and all social media is where they'll find you. Thank you for
Yes.
your time today.
Thank you, Erin. It was so fun.
Yep,
Hope to lounge with you soon.
I can't wait to step back in. And we have
Awesome.
been talking with Erin Yates of Lounge With Us on the Charleston Women Podcast.
Thanks for spending time with Charleston Women Podcast. Please like us and follow us on whatever platform you're using to access Charleston Women Podcast.